Hey all, Tony Bing here. Hello and welcome to another free-to-play guide video for Marvel Strike Force. Now, in tonight's video we will be having a look at a level that I've had a lot of requests from people for in regards to how do you pass this with a free-to-play team. So it's Nexus 5.9. So what we'll do in the video is firstly we'll have a quick look at the level and we'll see what actually is going on and who we're facing up against. We'll then check out the free-to-play roster we use and then we'll run through the actual gameplay and I'll talk you through how we're able to freestyle that as well. So first off we'll have a look at the actual level we'll be tackling here. So this particular level is one that a lot of people are interested in, and it's likely due to the fact that once you freestyle this you can then start farming Cap, and as we all know he is a fantastic character. Now if we scroll down here we can see the only enemy in this level is Ultimus, but he's got 27,000 power, so he's an absolute beast. Now all we need to do, we're not actually looking to defeat him, all we need to do is actually survive 4 rounds with him, but also in order to get the 3-star rating so we can auto win this we need to do it without any losses. So let's now show off the roster we'll be using. The first character we look at here then is Kingpin. Now he is available a little bit later in the villain story. It's 5.9 when you unlock him, but you can get him from a free to play perspective. You just need to push your way through that campaign. Next up we have Drax. He's got his auto taunt and he can take an absolute ton of damage due to his high health pool, and when we have Kingpin applying the defense up that can really help out. We then have Quake. Now she's important because she can apply slow and offense down to him. It won't always apply because he has such high resistance, but it is certainly worth trying to apply the slow to him. Next up we have Hand Sentry for the stealth and evade. If you watched the last video you know how useful he can be when it comes to surviving missions. And then finally we have Merc Lieutenant. Now he's in there to replace Black Widow because we could really do with the speed up in order to get the operative using her skill to finish a level even quicker. So let's now jump in and see how we get on. So I will mention here with this particular level you get Hulk as an ally as well. Now if Hulk is defeated, and it will be the first time he taunts due to his health pool, then it won't actually count towards you losing your 3-star ratings. That's something to bear in mind. So first turn here Drax has taken a nice amount of damage. We want to follow this up by using the operative, and that's charge number 1 of 4 we now have. And then we will taunt on Hulk, and as mentioned he'll be taken out straight away, but that's in effect eating one of Ultimus's difficult attacks that could potentially give one of our other characters a lot of problems. Now next up, perfect timing, we have the evade and stealth on Hand Sentry. This does mean that the main focus will be on him, so we have to be wary of that. Now we'll try and apply the slow with Quake. Fingers crossed it works. It didn't. It did actually, it did block it, but the slow still applied, so that's brilliant, that will really help out. We're now going for the speed up via Merc Lieutenant. So this is a perfect combination. Now next up we will go for the special on Kingpin. That way he'll summon 2 bodyguards, and again because the bodyguards are summoned it won't count towards our rating when Ultimus does punch them into the next century, which he will do. So we don't want to taunt on Drax because he's took a bit of a hit already, and we've got the Kingpin bodyguards in there anyway. This should really be nice and easy because we were lucky enough to get the slow on Quake there. Slow once again actually, perfect. Seems to be the gods are in my favour in this particular run through. So we lost one of Kingpin's bodyguards, nothing to worry about. There we go, so that is number 2, so we're getting there. There's no longer a taunt on that particular bodyguard, thankfully he still went for them. We'll now apply the defense and offense up on everyone from Kingpin. When it comes back around to Drax in a moment, which it should do, we'll taunt because we've got the defense up on him. He's already got his really high health pool, but for now what we will do, we'll go for the offense down. We'll try and apply that. He resisted that one there unfortunately. We should still be able to do it. There is an element of just luck when you are running through this. So we're on turn number 3 now. and then we'll now taunt on Drax. And he can eat this no problem with all the buffs you can see on him. He actually dodged it there because he had the evade, so that's perfect. Then we're now round back to hand sentry again. So this is looking really nice and easy here. Try and apply slow once more. And there we go. This really has worked well. Now we have speed up. So before we know it, we'll be back at the operative and the level will be over. Sentry took a bit of a hit there, to be honest. He is a bit on the lower side, but we managed to survive. And there we go, we now have our 4th turn of the operative, so that is Thanos being vanquished for now at least. I'm interested to see what happens next when we go up against him. I can't wait till we actually get a chance to take him down. I'm sure that stage will be a heap of fun. Now, later on tonight I should hopefully get another one of these videos out because I've got a new setup. I upgraded to an Elgato HD60 and it means recording these videos and doing the audio at the same time is a whole lot easier, so fingers crossed that will help in future videos. But as always, thanks for tuning in. Again, if there's any suggestions of content you want me to cover from a free to play perspective, please do let me know and I'll see you all again soon.